Well, I'm out in the woodlands today. The reason for that is if you go out in the sunshine, you get bitten. Well, I do, by horseflies, and they're not very nice. They keep attacking me. So that's why I've come in here out the sun, which I know is a bit criminal because we don't get the sun very much, but it is what it is, I suppose. I'm here today to do a lens review. The lens today is an EF-S 10-22 Canon USM. There's the beast. You can see that all right, I don't know. With that in and out a bit, you might be a bit more in focus, I'm not sure. Anyway, this is the one we're going to be using. You can buy this lens still directly from Canon. This lens will cost from Canon £620 or 619 when I looked online, and it's still made by Canon. You can get it second-hand, of course, from numerous companies, which I won't be saying. Cost from them is roughly about £127, but you get what you pay for, really. Yeah, you can probably get a better quality second-hand one, but how much nearer to that 620 do you go before it becomes not worth it and buying a new one? I bought this one new quite a few years ago now, but I don't think it was that much. I think I probably paid, I don't know really, I can't think, I don't know. Anyway, the current cost is £620. Yep, I'm going to be using my R3, as I always do. Because that's an R camera, it's got to have the adapter on it. And if I can find where it's got to go, white to white, red to red. And that one's white to white. And now it just clips into place on the R3. I'm going to do because it's a 10-22, that's a landscape lens. What I'll do is I'll get the thing set up and I'll be back to you in just a second, and I'll then tell you what the settings are. Right, this is where I'm going to be shooting to, right down there, and that's the light where we walk through to get here. That comes out the car park into this woodland. And as I said, I'm here because it's so I don't get bitten quite so much. And yes, I'm still getting bitten, and they're not very nice things, horseflies. This is the EF-S 10-22, and the first shot I'm going to do is focused on at 10mm. I'm going to be on a 2-second timer. The ISO is on 1250, it's 1250, f11, and we're looking at 1/80th of a second. What I'll do is I'll take this shot. Right, that's done. Because it's quite a wide angle lens, being at 10mm, what I'm seeing through my viewfinder is what you're seeing here. So it's pretty wide. Next one I'm going to do, this you won't be able to see this one quite so much. What I could do, if I do this, right, this is the second shot. And the two shots, these two wide angle ones that I've done, I'm going to, I'll put them both up together for you. This one, I've zoomed in to 22mm on the Canon, and on this camera here, I've zoomed this into twice. So it gives you, it's roughly, and I mean roughly, the same perspective as what I'm getting through my Canon with this lens at 22mm. So what I'll do is I will take this shot and I'll put both shots up together so you can endeavour to see what they're like. So I'll go and take the shot now and I'll chuck them both up. On a 2-second timer. That one was at, I didn't say the settings, did I? But I can tell you now that it's at 1/50th of a second, f8, and the ISO is 640. I'll see if I can find somewhere now to get a more of a close-up shot of something that might work with that lens. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, just something that will give you an idea of how close it will go to a particular subject. Now I've got a nice little robin here, but he ain't going to stay still for 5 seconds, are you, mate? No, I bet you won't. Here he is. Nothing is jumping out at me at the moment, I must say. Apart from horseflies, which is a bit of a nuisance. And everything's very, very green, which it is this time of year, which I shouldn't moan about. But it's not very exciting to take pictures of, unless something's isolated. See, later in the autumn, the mushroom season would be good. But I found a flower. I might have actually taken a picture of one of these on a previous video, but it's the only thing I can find here. So I'll see what I can do and set the camera up around here and see if we can get a result. Right. Right, but these are the flowers I've got set up. As I said, it's not a macro lens, this one at all. But what I'm going to do is I'll take a shot with this now, because this is pretty close. This is all of probably 6-7 inches away at max. So what I'll do is I'll take a shot of this now, and then I'm going to do one handheld as close as I can get to something to give you an idea of its range. There's some nice firs growing up here, fir leaves, fir tree leaves, or whatever you want to call them. Tell me whatever they are, please, for God's sake, because I've got it wrong again. I'm going to get as close as I can using the sunlight, or try to use the sunlight on these, and we're looking at 1/200th of a second, f5.6, and the ISO is 640 at 22mm. That's probably the best I could get in for that as a close-up shot on that lens. Yeah, I'm going to have to take one more shot here because I quite like this. To the naked eye, this looks really good. It don't look quite so good on the back of the camera, but I think what I'll do is I'll take a shot looking down here, as you can see, and at 10mm. Right, I'm going to do this last shot. As you can see down here, I think that looks quite good on the Canon, but I'll have to see. Right, it's 10mm focal length, f7.1. The ISO is 100, and it's at 1/30th of a second on a 2-second timer. That was this EF-S 10-22. ultrasonic, USB, Bob's your uncle, Japanese, USM lens. Wide angle, reasonably priced. It's got autofocus and manual focus button on it. The focus dial bottom there as well, which obviously goes from 0.24 to infinity. No image stabilizer. Anyway, what I'd like to say is thank you very much for watching this lens review, and I hope you enjoyed it and hope it was useful to you in some ways, or useful to some people anyway. There'll be another one next. This was number 2. Next one obviously will be number 3. I think the next one might well be a 50mm prime lens. So it should be that, but I'll confirm that at the end of when I put the video together. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.